and welcome to the Realty Recap, the show where we discuss all things happening in the real estate world in LA and beyond. Today I want to talk about last week's SNL sketch depicting real estate websites such as Zillow as a replacement for sex. Gene Simmons is leaving California and selling off his real estate, and I have a theory about the future of open floor plan design, so stay tuned. First off, who saw SNL Sketch last week about Zillow? Any of you? The sketch parodies late-night sex phone hotlines, but instead of phone sex, 30-somethings are scrolling through Zillow listings. Okay, now be honest, how many of you out there have caught yourself scrolling through Zillow for way too long, looking at houses you can't afford in places that you would most likely never live? Yeah, guilty. Until the SNL sketch, I truly thought that I was the only weirdo using Zillow Stalking as a bedtime ritual, but it turns out that many more of you are out there doing the same thing. So this begs the question, why are we doing this? For me, Zillow Stalking is the millennial version of driving around to open houses, except you can do it in your pajamas, lying down, half asleep, and you don't have to interact with realtors trying to sell you your dream home. This newfound obsession with scrolling through real estate websites also adds up if you look at the numbers. According to Realtor.com, millennials make up 53% of mortgage originations. That's the largest number among generations in history of America. So even though homeownership is down 43%, it kind of makes sense, especially the pandemic has given potential buyers like us low interest rates and, for some, remote working capabilities, thus expanding our financial range and location options. So I say keep that fantasy scrolling going, and you can keep doing it because I like to call research. All that information that you gather about location, finishes, pricing could really help you more than you realize when you assess the true value of a potential home that you find in the real world. So keep doing it. And now for our homework segment. Usually, right now, I'd be discussing the latest trends, new developments, and some market research. But today, I just want to share a little theory. It's just a theory I have. The pandemic has changed quite a few things. I don't need to tell you that. But I have a feeling that it's also going to change the way that we look at floor plans. The open floor plan that we see developers rolling out faster than a t-shirt gun at a sporting event is on its way out. People are stuck at home. They're craving a little more privacy from kids, family members, whoever else is in their home. So I think that floor plans are going to begin to be more segmented, giving way to privacy nooks, in-home offices, and separated kitchens just so you can get a break. So what do you think? Is the open floor plan on its way out? Let me know. Now for what's going on in the world of the rich and famous. Rocker Gene Simmons is leaving California, allegedly due to high taxes, and in his exit, he is selling off his California homes. Most recently, he unloaded his Laurel Canyon Hollywood Hills home for around $2 million. To me, this home doesn't look like Gene Simmons ever even set foot in it. It's way too plain. But I'm sure he just had a really good stager. The home is set on 2,300 square feet of living space. It's stacked into 3 stories, classic of the Hollywood Hills, with 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, all offering panoramic views, and apparently this home is no stranger to fame. It was the former residence of Jim Morrison and Joni Mitchell. If walls could talk, this home would be a great dinner guest. The second property Mr. Simmons is leaving behind is his Benedict Canyon home, which is currently on the market for $22 million. Simmons has occupied the property since 1986 with his family. The mansion is 16,000 square feet, surrounded by a compound that includes a swimming pool and a 60-foot water slide. How cool is that? Tennis courts and parking for 35 cars. The living room has 40-foot ceilings, floor-to-ceiling windows, and a library. If you've got the big bucks to buy this gem, Josh and Matt Altman of Douglas Elliman hold the listing. So if Gene Simmons is not staying in California, then where is he going? Well, it is rumored that he and his family are settling down in Washington. Well, that does it for our show this week. Thank you all so much for tuning in and spending a little time with us. We will catch you again next week for the next Realty Recap.